What happens when we begin to realize that the 200-year experiment we've called the American healthcare system has failed? Tune in to Awakened Wellness with Mylène Riobe, MD, and join the conversation about how to heal our broken system to reverse our current health crisis. The entire world is looking for answers, and the truth is hidden in plain sight. Learn how spirituality, ancient traditions, and cutting-edge science are merging to create a new paradigm of wellness. Every Tuesday at 11 a.m. and 11 p.m. with live shows on the first and third mornings when you can call in and ask the questions that matter most to you.
Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Mylène Riobe, and thanks for joining me today on Awakened Wellness with Mylène Riobe, MD, where we'll be going on an eye-opening, mind-expanding adventure into wellness and disease prevention. We'll be debunking myths, learning about cutting-edge research corroborating ancient medical systems, and exploring mind-body-spirit approaches that keep you and your family vibrant, healthy, and happy. I'm honored to be here with you today on Dreamvisions 7 Radio. We're live today, May 21st, 2019. So we always welcome your questions and comments. We're live every first and third Tuesday morning at 11 a.m. with our pre-recorded shows on the second and fourth Tuesday mornings, also at 11 a.m. Our pre-recorded shows can also be heard at 11 p.m. every Tuesday. Again, our call-in number is area code 833-220-1200. That's 833-220-1200. So today, our topic is Your Body Ascension-Ready? So a lot of things are going on in our world today, good, bad, and indifferent, depending on your perspective. And a couple things that are important to note is the sudden increase that took place in the Earth's heartbeat back in 2014. And many ancient cultures have predicted this time in our history from the Bible and many ancient texts. And so it's kind of interesting to be here in this point in time, watching things unfold. And so this information came to me through my studies and also through my personal spiritual quest, if you will. In reading a book called Oneness that was written back in 2003, and I've always been very curious about why we're here and what's going on, and what is the spirit, what is the soul, what is the purpose of life, where are we going when we die, all these questions that many, many people ask themselves. And this was one of the books, that I've read. I'm an avid reader. I love to read nonfiction, and so I was drawn to this book, and I started to read it. It's called Oneness. It's by a woman named Rasha. And it was really interesting. It talked about the increasing frequency of planet Earth and the, seismic changes that are going to take place on this planet from this increased frequency. And, I just kept reading the book. I thought it was very interesting. It talked about how everything is connected and purposeful, and it, all made sense with what I believed and what I had read in previous books. But it kept talking about this increase of the Earth's frequency, and I became curious about what that meant and wanted to know more. And so I looked it up, and the Earth's frequency is also called the Earth's heartbeat, and a more scientific term for it is called the Schumann resonance. And what was interesting is that the book was written in 2003 when the Schumann resonance had not yet increased, but it was predicting its increase, which was, again, just really very interesting. And so in doing my research, I looked up NASA and the Earth's heartbeat, which is also known as the Schumann resonance, and it's been believed to be at about 7.83 hertz for quite some time, perhaps a couple thousand years from what we've extrapolated, and it does vary. It's caused by lightning strikes in the Earth's atmosphere through what's called the ionosphere, and basically in the Earth's atmosphere, as lightning goes through it, it creates this electromagnetic field that we can measure. And NASA measures it, and it's measured in Russia. Many other countries in the world measure this field, and it's been agreed to be about 7.83 hertz, roughly 8. And in May of 2014, it doubled fairly suddenly, and it stayed consistently doubled. And again, this book was written in 2003, predicting an event that was occurring 11 years later, so I found it, of course, particularly fascinating. And it's been spiking ever since to as high as perhaps 60 hertz, which apparently is not known to occur very frequently in our past. And so we're kind of in a new place where this frequency is increasing quite a bit. And again, it's called the Earth's heartbeat, which is kind of a neat name for it. So it kind of pulses. And many planets have this, many planets with atmospheres. Even our sun has a heartbeat, so to speak, and it vibrates. And, of course, everything in the universe vibrates. The human body is thought to vibrate at 62 to 72 hertz. The sound ohm is thought to be a vibration of 432 hertz. So we know that vibration is important, and the Schumann resonance being at almost 8 hertz is an important thing, and it doubling to 16 and beyond is probably also an extremely important thing, because we know that the Earth's electromagnetic field affects our brain waves, it affects our heart waves, and many other physiological functions. And so it's interesting to see what is predicted, what is thought to be happening right now, and how can we be ready for this evolutionary change that's occurring on planet Earth. If you also look at the data from NASA, there's a lot of global warming going on other planets as well. It's not just here on planet Earth. So there's part of our global warming problem that is a solar system problem, and then there's part of our global warming problem that is man-made, which is exacerbating, the natural process. And so looking at all these things and how it affects our health is particularly important to me. Of course, how it affects our spirituality is even more important to me. So we know a few things, So science has looked into the Earth's electromagnetic field, and we know that birds use it to migrate, and whales, and many, many animals on the Earth's in the Earth's atmosphere use the electromagnetic field for migration, communication, and many other things. We also know that the Earth's electromagnetic field affects our physiology. It affects our heartbeat. It affects the variability of our heartbeat. It affects our nervous system. It affects our digestion. We know that many cosmic events affect our health. We know that solar flares affect our health. We know that cosmic waves actually increase the rate of heart attacks on the planet and increase deaths. Cosmic rays are hydrogen atomic particles that collide with the Earth's atmosphere. So these things are known in science. So there's not a lot of, debate per se about these things. So we know that our physiology is deeply impacted by the Earth's electromagnetic field. We also know it's deeply impacted by artificial electromagnetic fields, such as what we see in cell phones, microwave ovens, even baby monitors, our Wi-Fi routers, our smart meters. All of these things are known to create free radicals, which cause cellular damage, cause breaks in our DNA and our genes, accelerates the aging process, and increases certainly the risk of disease. So all these things are extremely important as we look at, the state of our human condition, the state of our evolution, our planet, the animals, and plants that are present on it. Looking at how we're taking care of our atmosphere, looking at how we are going to blend into this change in the Earth's electromagnetic field is really important for our overall health and our survival as a species, really. And I love to go back to the Institute of Heart Math for information about this, because they've done a ton of research into how the heart and the brain are synchronized and how that brings health and wellness to us and helps us to be more connected. We know that when we are in what's called coherence, according to the Institute of Heart Math, the electromagnetic field of the heart and the electromagnetic field of the brain are synchronized. And there's about 30 years of scientific data to show that we can handle stress better when our heart and brain are in coherence. We sleep better. We think better. We can process information better. We handle stress better for sure. Our cortisol will be decreased by about 20 to 25%. DHEA, which is a resilience hormone in our adrenal stress handling system, can be increased by up to 100%. So what does it mean to be in coherence, and how does that help us knowing what we know today about this sudden jump in the Schumann resonance and the changes going on in the Earth's electromagnetic field? So the Institute of Heart Math has shown us that we can create resiliency against this, and we can maintain our good health despite changes, abrupt or otherwise, going on around us. We're bombarded every day with all kinds of electromagnetic radiation or pollutants, which slow down the vibration of the human body, which makes us prone to diseases. And so, in looking at the increased rate of suicides going on recently, especially in our younger population of people, and looking at how this may correlate with these changes going on in our atmosphere, it brings a sense of urgency to helping each other to better understand what is it that we can do to brace ourselves or to transcend what's going on today. And I believe that the Institute of Heart Math is going to play a key role. And also throughout our show today, we'll be talking about the things that you can do to make your body ascension-ready. And so when the Earth's electromagnetic field or the heartbeat doubles, essentially, and stays doubled, and it's been recorded to be as high as 4 times what it was before and beyond, sometimes for fairly extended periods of time. So it's important for us to know, what does this mean, and what can we do? So we're going to be talking today throughout our show about, what is it that we can do? And there is a lot that we can do. There are certain things you can do in your home to remove pollutants. There are certain things that you can do in terms of your nutrition and diet, and we're going to be talking about that today throughout our show. So we have a pretty exciting show. Again, give us a call. We'd love to hear from you. Questions, comments, our phone number is area code 833-220-1200. So what makes it hard for us to stay in sync as the Earth is evolving and shifting and changing? One of the things are pollutants, so pollution, and in other words, stress. So stress that is psychological, stress that is physical. It's all stress to the body, and it doesn't really matter to the body. And so when we look at things, we look at them in terms of what creates stress in the body on a vibrational level. We know that we're supposed to be vibrating at about 72 hertz, and things that would reduce our vibration, things that would be considered to be dense or heavy, would slow our vibration down. So we know that things like, again, microwaves, even the monitors that we use to listen to our babies to make sure that they don't need us in the middle of the night, our cell phone technology, our televisions, our Wi-Fi routers, all of these things slow down our vibration. They create obstacles or densities that make it hard for us to keep our cells vibrating normally and to keep the body vibrating normally. And these things affect our brain waves, our nervous system, which controls much of our body function. And so identifying what these things are is critically important, and understanding what they do is just as important. So we are, of course, connected in every way by our cell phones and social media and television. And